Hello students. Today we are going to start a new topic in paper first. Uh, the topic number one, instruments, electronic instruments. Okay. So there are different types of electronic instruments like cathode ray oscilloscope, function generator or signal generator, then digital multimeters. So we will study in this topic. We will study these three important electronic instruments, that is cathode ray oscilloscope, digital multimeter, and function generator. So first we will study about cathode ray oscilloscope. So in cathode ray oscilloscope, that is CRO, in CRO the main part used in CRO is cathode ray tube. This cathode ray tube is used in CRO, and it is the heart of the CRO. The main part of cathode ray oscilloscope is CRT, that is cathode ray tube. So we will study the operation, how this cathode ray tube works. Okay, so in the main parts, the major parts or main parts of cathode tube are an electron gun assembly, then a deflection plate system, that is vertical deflection system and horizontal deflection system, and a fluorescent screen, and this glass envelope, and the tube of the or base of the tube, base of the tube. The pins are connected to this base. Now these pins are actually, the electrodes are internally connected to these pins. These electrodes, that is focusing anode or accelerating anode or cathode or filament, so these are internally connected to these pins. Okay, so uh, this electron gun assembly it produces a sharply focused, narrow and sharply focused beam of electrons. This is the beam of electrons. This electron gun assembly, it produces a sharply means narrow and sharply focused, just like a pencil. Okay, so it produces a sharply focused and narrow beam of electrons, and which this beam travels with a very high velocity towards the fluorescent screen. This electron gun assembly, the main function of this electron gun assembly is to produce a sharply focused and narrow beam of electrons which travels with very high velocity towards the fluorescent screen. And when this beam strikes the fluorescent screen, then a small visible spot of light is produced. A small spot, light spot, it produces when the electron beam strikes the screen. Then a small spot of light is produced. Okay, then uh, on its way of this electron beam, on its way, the beam travels through two sets of deflection plates, that is vertical deflection plates and horizontal deflection plates. And when this electron beam passes through these two deflection plates, then the beam can be deflected vertically or horizontally, because high positive potentials are applied to these deflection plates. So the electron beam can be deflected, or the waveform pattern also can be deflected horizontally or vertically, because of high positive potentials applied to these deflection plates. Okay. Now first we will see electron gun assembly. So this electron gun assembly consists of one filament, then cathode. This cathode is then it is surrounded by control grid, then pre-accelerating anode, focusing anode, and uh, accelerating anode. First is pre-accelerating anode, focusing anode, and then accelerating anode. Okay, so this electron gun assembly consists of one filament, cathode, then this cathode which is surrounded by a control grid, then pre-accelerating anode, focusing anode, and accelerating anode. Okay, this cathode is heated by indirectly. The cathode is heated by indirectly heated. This cathode is an indirectly heated type. That is, when the filament is heated, the heat is provided to the cathode. When this filament is heated, because a 6.3 volt AC voltage is applied to the filament by external transformer, and when 6.3 volt AC is applied to the filament, then current passes through the filament and the filament is heated, and therefore when the filament is heated, this heat is provided to the cathode, and therefore electrons are emitted from the surface of the cathode. So the electrons are emitted from the surface of the cathode, indirectly heated cathode, and these electrons then passes through a small hole, uh, because this cathode is surrounded by a control grid, and therefore when these electrons then passes through small hole of control grid, and which produces a beam current there, and this magnitude of the beam current is adjusted. Magnitude of the beam current is adjusted by intensity control. That is, actually this intensity control controls the intensity or brightness of the spot produced on the fluorescent screen. So it controls the brightness of the spot, and then the beam is accelerated with a very high velocity due to high positive potentials applied to the pre-accelerating anode and accelerating anode. Because high positive potentials are applied to these two anodes, pre-accelerating anode and accelerating anode, therefore this electron beam uh, travels with a very high velocity towards the fluorescent screen. And these anodes, pre-accelerating anode and focusing anode, these two anodes are separated by focusing anode. So the function of this focusing anode is that it produces a narrow and sharply focused beam of electrons, just like a pencil. And when this electron beam then travels through the two sets of deflection plates, vertical deflection plates and horizontal deflection plates. Okay, now we will see the function of these two deflection plates. So when voltages are applied, positive voltages are applied to these two deflection plates, then the electron beam can be deflected vertically or horizontally due to the high positive potentials applied to the deflection plates. So electron beam can be deflected vertically as well as horizontally because of high positive potentials applied to the uh, deflection plates, and then the electron beam strikes the fluorescent screen. So when the electron beam strikes the fluorescent screen, a small visible spot produces on the screen, which is appear by us, which is appeared by us, and this small spot of light is produced on the fluorescent screen because the on the inner walls or inner surface of this fluorescent screen is coated by phosphor. The phosphor coating is present on the inner side of this tube, inner side or inner surface of the screen, and therefore a small visible spot can be appear. Okay, when this electron beam strikes the screen, then the secondary emission electrons are produced. These secondary emission electrons are then collected by a conductive coating. These secondary emission electrons are collected by this conductive coating called as aqueduct, and this aqueduct is internally electrically connected to the second anode. It is electrically connected to the second anode. Okay, so this is the function of an cathode ray tube. So this cathode ray tube consists of electron gun assembly, then electron gun assembly, deflection plate systems, and fluorescent screen, and this glass envelope, funnel shaped glass envelope with a base of tube, and there are pins which are connected to the base of tube. These pins are nothing but these electrodes, internal electrodes, that is filament, cathode, control grid, and then accelerating anodes. These are internally connected to these pins. Okay, so we will stop here.